Welcome back to WP Sportsdesk. I'm Chris Turner-Demondo, joined by Justin, Chris, Dylan, and Fillip to talk some William Patterson basketball. The women have been absolutely dominant as of late, going 9-2 in their previous 11 games before Wednesday's loss against Montclair State University. Now, Dylan, you were on the sidelines for the call. What stuck out to you during the game?
Well, I'll tell you what, the way that Montclair got out to an early lead, really put their foot on the gas and didn't let up, set the tone for the rest of the game. If you take a look at the numbers here, really wasn't there weren't two teams that showed up for this one. So again, the final score 73-52. But Justin and Chris, you were also there at the game. What did you guys see? I saw one team dominating from the start.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. It was a trend in both the women and men's game, and we'll get to the men in a little bit. But the rebounds killed both the men and the women. 48-30 on the rebounds, absolutely dominated. And then you can take a look at the records at the bottom. Number 15 Redhawks in the country are 19-2 here on the young season, so they're looking to dominate. And obviously the field goal percentage, that's a simple one. If you make more shots, you're more likely to win the game. Simple as that.
Chris, you were there. What did you see?
What stuck out to me was a combination of size and rebounding that Montclair State presented. They would get a defensive rebound. Instantly, they're out on a 3-on-2, a 2-on-1, and they had numbers all game. Open spot-up shooters. The entire time they had open guys.
Yeah, usually in basketball, a team either controls size or speed, but Montclair managed to get both of those. They controlled the pace. They definitely held all the they crashed the boards much better than Willie P did. So I feel like that was the deciding factor of the game.
Yeah, Taylor Harmon and Yasmin Lacey were a problem all evening rather for the Pioneers. And just the way that the Redhawks, right out of a made basket or a miss, they were off to the races. It was a fast break. That was their offense. So they really did a good job of getting buckets in a hurry, and they also did a great job on defense because I think the game started off, it was 14-1.
It was 14-1. They jumped out to an early run, and really, Willie P just never recovered.
Now, Gabby Harris has been the key player for the Pioneers. I mean, that's why they went 9-2 in their last 11. Justin, she's really stuck out. Her stats are looking pretty impressive, aren't they?
Yeah, man. You take a look at the numbers once again for Gabby Harris. She has been lights out since we left December 20th. That game versus College of Staten Island, she's been heating up since then, averaging 15.8 points per game, about 4 3/4 rebounds. She's shooting 40% from the field, so she's young. The efficiency isn't there quite yet, but she's getting her shots up. And most impressively, she's shooting 82% from the free throw lines. That's about 6 ticks above her season average. So she's improved across the board. And the best part about all this is she's only a freshman. Right. If you didn't tell me she was a freshman going into those numbers and she's leading her team to success, you think she's probably a junior or a senior. There's still a lot left to improve.
Yeah, Gabby Harris is without a doubt the most impressive Pioneer on this basketball team. Last year, we had Brittany Harden, who was the scorer and playmaker for the Pioneers, and Coach Erin Monahan thinking to herself, what are we going to do without Brittany Harden? Gabby Harris steps in as a freshman. Like you said, can't say it enough. This girl is straight out of high school, dominating the NJAC.
What's impressive to me about Gabby Harris is you see her leading on the floor. In the coming years, when she is a sophomore, junior, senior, you'll see her leading vocally with her voice, but already she's leading with her play, and the team goes as she goes.
I mean, the guys already talked about it. She's just such a young, raw talent, and she's clearly going to improve a lot. Only a freshman, putting up almost 16 and 5 a game, and also shooting 38% from behind the arc, which is a very impressive stat for me. I feel like she's going to be a great player for William Patterson in years to come.
Now, we talked about the women. Let's talk about the men's team. They've struggled with injuries as of late. Justin, you got an update on the men's team so far?
Yeah, no doubt. Once again, they suffered a tough one against Montclair State. We take a look at the numbers once again. The rebounding has been a big issue, and they got dominated on the glass. It's not even the proper word. 53 rebounds to 22 rebounds for the Pioneers. A good job by the Pioneers that unfortunately isn't on this graphic, though. They forced a ton of turnovers. They won the margin by well over 10. Unfortunately, they weren't able to convert it into baskets. That's a big reason why they couldn't come out on top.
Chris, you were also on the call for that game. What did you see?
Yes, I saw that the men were having trouble hitting their perimeter shots as well. So when you get out-rebounded like that and a perimeter shooting team that depends so much on the three ball, isn't hitting their shots, that's going to be problematic for them.
Fillip?
Yeah, Justin said it perfectly for me. They decided to go with a small lineup for a lot of the game. They pressed hard. They caused a lot of turnovers, but the problem was that they were getting destroyed on the rebounds. They sacrificed one thing to try to get more turnovers, which worked out for that, but the reboundings were really killed them.
Yeah, I mean, nothing more need to be said. They got out-rebounded by 31 total rebounds, and it really does pay dividends when you look at the final scoreboard. And I was talking to some of the players at the end of the game, and I said, you guys got out-rebounded 53-22, and they couldn't believe it.
It's definitely a tough break.
Yeah, but one player that has been great is Joseph Taylor. Justin, his stats, they're undeniable. He's up with the Pioneer greats right now.
I really do think he's going to finish as a Pioneer great. In his last 6 games, he's been averaging 23.5, 39.5 from downtown, 49% from the field, and 86% from the stripe. Here's a fun stat for you. In the last 6 games, they're 3-1 when Joseph Taylor scores 25 or more, one of those being a 40-point performance, and they're 0-2 when he doesn't. So he's been a big factor in why they've been winning as of late.
And I'll tell you what, you take out last game, and Joseph Taylor is averaging 30 points per game. So if a big drop-off by 7 points go after the Montclair game, that was a big topic of discussion going into, what, Wednesday's game. Yeah, Wednesday's game. The guy that came in, he was averaging 30 points per contest coming off of a 40-point outing. Joseph Taylor's been lights out.
It speaks volumes to what Joseph Taylor has done this season. He actually started this season as a bench player, and now he's 4th in the conference in scoring. He's one of the most raw talent and athletic ability, best thing I've ever seen, really.
You know, my favorite thing about Joseph Taylor is, you know, he's obviously got the natural ability. He knows how to play ball, but his mental game right now, he's taking that to the next level. You know, any guy with natural skill could go out there and play well, or play decent, but he just shoots with so much confidence. He never has that mental mistake. He always knows exactly what he's going to do and goes out there and does it well because of that.
It's important, though, that Joseph Taylor kind of lets the game come to him.
Definitely.
It looked like last game against Montclair, he was kind of forcing his offense a little bit, chalking up shots when it really wasn't within the flow of the offense. And it's natural when somebody is on such a hot streak like he's been on to try to go off early on in the game, but he plays so much better when he allows the game to come to him rather than try to make something of nothing.
Yeah, the Pioneers are improving, but here to give us an update on the rest of the Pioneers is our correspondent, Joe Golding. Joe?
All right, well, men's basketball went 9-5 after a 1-6 start and is now 10-11 with a matchup against Rutgers Newark tomorrow. Joseph Taylor, who we just talked about, was named January 24th New Jersey Athletic Conference Player of the Week after he had a game-winning three-pointer to beat Rowan 78-75. Women's basketball went 9-4 with 2 win streaks of 4 and 5 games. Gabby Harris won 2 NJAC Rookie of the Week awards, while Sahana Asani won a Player of the Week award after she hit 5 3-pointers versus Staten Island. Men's swimming went 4-2 in their meets, while Anthony Tabaladola won the NJAC Swimmer of the Week with a first-place finish and 200-meter back and breaststroke against Brooklyn. Women's swimming went 3-3 with big performances from sisters Courtney and Ashley Lawler. The two broke their own record in 1-meter synchronized diving, while Ashley also picked up an NJAC Swimmer of the Week award. Vera Blasevsky also had a Swimmer of the Week award, her 10th of her career, after setting personal bests in the 200 individual medley and 200 breast. Also, congratulations to Gabby Harris, Anthony Tabaladola, Casey Murphy, and Tori Watzel for winning January Pioneers of the Week.
Thanks, Joe. Best of luck to the Pioneers in the final stretch of the season. Stay tuned because coming up next, we got the football guys breaking down the Super Bowl. Don't go anywhere.